Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the 9th episode of our 10-in-1 video series entitled 100 Commonly Misused Words Used in WAEC, NECO, and JAMB Lexis Structure. Our last set of words in episode 9A includes Taunt/Taut/Taut. These words are near homophones. They are not perfect homophones, but if you are unable to pronounce them correctly, you may take them as perfect rhymes. That is why I've also included in this, our table of analysis, the different ways to pronounce the words correctly. If you look at what we have in red, they indicate the way to pronounce the words. Now, for the first one, we have Taunt. It has a long O with a N sound. But for the second one, it's pronounced as Taut. It has a long O as well. That's the long sound O, but without a N sound. And the third one is entirely different from the first two, as it is pronounced as Taut. So this is how to pronounce these words correctly. If you are able to pronounce them correctly, then you are off to a good start. Beside that, in this our table of analysis, I've included some points that you need to take a very good note of if you hope to use these words correctly in spoken English and in written form. And the words are quite easy to relate with. Like we have for the first one, taunt. Taunt, it means to ridicule or to mock someone. In that case, we say it is being used as a verb, to ridicule someone. Then the second meaning of this word is a person who ridicules. A person who mocks others can as well be described as a taunt. In that case, you use it as a noun. Then for the second one, you have taut. That's the one that doesn't have the N sound. This one means a rope drawn tight. A rope drawn tight, or to draw something tight. That is what we mean by taut. And then the third one, which is taut, it means to give a tip or to solicit bets, especially on a game called racehorse. So this is how we can define these words. Now, the part of speech to which they belong include noun, verb, and adjective. So that the first word, taunt, can be used as a noun, like I said. It means a person who ridicules others. So in that case, you use it as a noun. But when you talk about the ridicule or the mockery, all right, then we say that the word is being used as a verb. But for this second one, taunt, it can only be used as an adjective and may only be used as an adjective. Then for the third one, taunt, this one may only be used as a verb. So these are the different parts of speech to which they belong. Now let's talk about their usage in expressions. For the first one, we have, he loves to tease and taunt. He loves to tease and taunt. So here, taunt is being used as a verb. Remember we said, whenever you have this infinitive word standing before a word, okay, then that word automatically is a verb. So to tease, to taunt. So taunt here is being used as a verb. Then for the second expression, we have, the taunts also made their way to the playground. So here, you can see that the word, okay, is being used in its plural form, and it's being pre-modified by the definite article D. Whenever you see D standing before a word, then that word is very likely going to be a noun. That is, anything article like an, on, any, some standing before a word, such words will very likely become nouns in those expressions. So you need to know that, because there are lots of words in English that can be used as nouns and as verbs. So if you don't have that understanding, that is, you don't know how to differentiate between when a word is standing as a verb and or when it is standing as a noun, then you may run into some challenges, okay? Maybe under the examination condition or in written form especially. Then for the third or the second one, we have the skin of the drum is taut. The skin of the drum is taut. We said that this word may only be used as an adjective, so it simply means that the skin of the drum is tight or drum tight. Then for the third word, which is taut, here we have expressions like Sarah wears blouses to tout her full bosom. And we say to give a tip, like to tip off her full shape. And then for the second one, we say she likes to tout her achievement. That is to give off her achievement, to talk about her achievement. So these are the different ways that we can use these words in expressions. Let's now take a step further and consider their appearance in past questions. JAMB 2002, antonyms. The string was taut. Here, taut is underlined, and we are being asked to look for a word that is opposite in meaning to taut. A, loose. B, firm. C, stretched. D, tight. Going by our explanation in the course of our analysis, we said that taut means drawn tight. So the opposite of tight here, or taut as used in this expression, means loose. So option A is the correct answer. That is how to use these words in expressions.